you come home hungry and perceive the smell of soup, your mouth is watering. You know it. All starts with the smell. You have a few minutes to start spooning. What does the smell contain? Why do we smell garlic and differentiate it from coffee? Welcome to Vitamina C. This new season invites you to awaken your concerns to know a little more about everything around you. Because to be a scientific is to observe and ask questions. From the moment we are born, we are able to distinguish the scent of our mother. As a species, we can distinguish between 4 and 10,000 different aromas. But we are not the most sensitive living beings, olfactorily speaking. There are species that can perceive up to 100 million more smells than us. From the most sublime to the most unpleasant, aromas are composed of substances such as oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. For anything to smell, we know beforehand that our sense of smell is the receiver of these particles. The smell is the result of an interpretation in which there are also psychological factors that play a role in its perception. In order for us to perceive an odor, the molecules enter through the nose and mouth. These intertwined atoms form a three-dimensional structure that, to be interpreted, must have a low molecular weight. It is measured in Daltons. That is, the 12th part of a molecule. Another condition of an aroma is its volatility. It must be light, capable of becoming steam, and the third condition is that they are lipophilic. In other words, they have a tendency to dissolve in fat. And how do we smell and distinguish between the perfume of a fresh mango and a rotten one? As it enters the nose, that vaporous substance called smell adheres to the nasal mucosa, reaching to the olfactory epithelium, that part of the brain in which it is perceived and interpreted. After those minutes in which we think about molecules, without forgetting our hunger, we have in front of us a plate from which vapors are released. We see the colors and the set of essences contained in it help us to perceive that the soup is ready, where the following process takes place. The brain structures capable of recognizing the molecules that carry information like an electric current are located in the area of our brain called the frontal lobe. In these olfactory receptors, thanks to the communication between brain cells or synapses, this energy reaches where the information is encoded for the limbic system, and the aroma is processed and translated so that we can perceive it. The detection of aromas takes place in the olfactory receptors, which are located in the membranes of neutral cells of smell with the electrical response. What we spoke about a moment ago takes place for each type of molecule, which works very much like a key lock. The first being the molecule and the second the receptor. But in this case, the lock not only accepts a key, but also adapts so that several keys can open it. In order to detect different odor, each signal received by the olfactory bulb will be different, making us feel a different odor according to the structure of each molecule that, having a low molecular weight, being volatile and lipophilic, sneak into our nose and mouth, generating an electric current that we can understand using the most important sense of our sight. The history of odor, their perception and effects on the human being could be prolonged, and surely will be followed the track on this topic. But it could be in another emission of Vitamina C. So don't forget to share this knowledge. See you in the next time.